I am a professor at the University of Michigan, and I teach usually like and enjoy really teaching about XR. So augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality. So in the first portion, quickly I want to go over some of the terms. So virtual reality replaces the reality. I still like to teach it this way. It's usually you're wearing a helmet and you're looking at a computer-generated virtual environment, no real-world view, only virtual content. Augmented reality, and I have various devices. These devices look pretty similar. This is actually an augmented reality headset, the HoloLens 2 that I used also in some of the material that was shared with you to get you excited about this class. Is an augmented reality headset. There you see mostly the real world augmented with virtual content. So it's a real plus virtual composite view. And what is important to realize is that even though we say AR/VR all the time, that the R is actually not the same. So in virtual reality, the R is a synthetic world, a computer generated world. And the R in augmented reality is, in fact, the real world that we augment and enhance. And there's this term mixed reality, and I've done a bit of research on that. It's been used a lot in actually up until recently, and now we use a newer term, or it's just a newer term, I would say, a new popular term, extended reality or XR. And so both of these terms, mixed reality and extended reality, there's some confusion around them. So here, for example, on mixed reality specifically, we did a little bit of literature review, and we also interviewed experts in one of our research papers. And one of the most popular definitions, even though it's not universally agreed upon, is mixed reality in the sense of the reality-virtuality continuum. So this is the reality-virtuality continuum that at least the academic environment, the academic community is using most of the time. And when I teach classes in this space, it goes from the real world to, let me get a little laser pointer here. It goes from the real environment over all the way over to the virtual environment. So this is the real world, me standing in there. What I'm actually doing is, and you can see this a little bit composition here. What I'm actually doing is I'm in a virtual reality headset, and you see on my TV that we moved a little bit out today, but I'm in the same room, in fact. And you see on the TV what I'm seeing. I'm actually drawing kind of like into this virtual reality space. And then there is this space, this transition space between the real world to the virtual environment. And if we still see mostly the real world, we would say this is called augmented reality. The inverse of augmented reality is a term that's not often used, but it was in 1994, it was clearly established as augmented virtuality. It's actually seeing mostly the virtual world and incorporating elements of the physical world. So it's the inverse of augmented reality. And it's a little bit hard if you think about this scenario where I'm just sketching in there and you see not an avatar, not a reconstruction, but an actual me. But you see mostly the virtual world around me, and we use the green screen to remove basically the real world and composite this. This is somewhere really in the middle of this spectrum, and we call this a mixed reality capture, where you see the real Michael sketching out these terms. So the terms are virtual reality, computer-generated virtual world, augmented reality. The A for augmented is actually an enhanced or an augmented physical world. There is this idea of diminished augmented reality. So this, if you watch shows that are on the critical side of these technologies, augmented reality can, of course, like most of these technologies, be misused. And it's not only additive, it can also be subtractive, and it can actually remove things from the world around you. We can trick people in both of these modalities. But usually, augmented is understood as a way of enhancing the physical world. Mixed reality, it then includes augmented reality and augmented virtuality, the two terms that I just previously used. And then in some definitions, virtual reality is not part of mixed reality. But I use throughout the presentation, I would just say augmented/virtual reality, and I may say XR and the X. I usually use it just as a wildcard. So the X here as an umbrella and wildcard for AR/VR.